7 levels of singers explained. Level 1. Trash. The bottom of the barrel. Artists who are famous for literally everything except their ability to sing. Can't hit notes, can't stay in key. Their voices sound like a cat being strangled in a blender. Just no redeemable vocal qualities whatsoever. If you took a single vocal lesson today, you would be better than everyone here. These are the people who make you wonder how the fuck they even got a record deal in the first place. The answer is usually, they didn't need to sing. They had the look, the connections, or the controversy. You either play their music as a joke or you tolerate it for the beat, but no one is seriously listening for the vocals. Level 1 singing is physically painful to witness. It's not even about being off-key. They're just missing the fundamental ability to control their voice. No breath support, no pitch accuracy, no tone quality. This is trash. And real quick, if you're enjoying this breakdown, hit that subscribe button. We've got 6 more levels to go through, and trust me, it gets way more controversial from here. Level 2. Bad. Unlike level 1 singers, you can actually get away with playing level 2 music in public. Now and then, if you're lucky, you might even get the occasional listenable vocal moment. Still though, their singing ability is extremely limited, so most of the time they stick to one sound, one range, or even one melody. Level 2 includes one-trick ponies who found a pocket they can sing in and just never leave it. They've got maybe 5 notes they can hit consistently, and they just cycle through those same 5 notes on every song. Then you have people who rely entirely on studio magic to make them sound halfway decent. The second they perform live, it all falls apart. The auto-tune is working overtime just to make them listenable. Their lack of natural ability means they often resort to employing gimmicks. Breathy whispers, talk singing, excessive vocal fry, anything to hide the fact that they can't actually sing. So it's no surprise when they avoid live performances or lip-sync their way through award shows. Because the moment they have to sing for real, you realize there's nothing there. Level 3. Mid. Alright, I know these people use the word mid to describe anything ranging from terrible to pretty good. But we're here today to define real mid. Not good, not bad, just pure cardboard. Level 3 singing is best suited as background music in any sort of store or commercial where not offending people is the primary objective. That quality has made it perfect for Disney Channel theme songs and Target commercials. As a result, mid singing has basically become corporate over the years. That's why you hear it everywhere, but it still has no real fan base. Unlike level 2, mid singers might actually have some range, some basic technique. They can carry a tune without auto-tune. They hit the notes, but there's just no emotion, no personality, no uniqueness to their voice. You might even get some runs and riffs that sound technically okay, but it's all surface level. Paint by numbers vocal performance. They learned the mechanics of singing but forgot to inject any soul into it. It's like singers who went to vocal lessons their whole life and can hit every note perfectly, but when they open their mouth it sounds like a very well-trained robot. Technically proficient, emotionally empty. And people are gonna get mad that I'm putting some pop stars in this category. But remember, we're basing this off pure singing ability. Strip away the production, the visuals, the personality, and what you're left with is just fine. Forgettable. Great performer, mid-singer. Very important distinction to make. Level 4. Okay. In here, we will begin talking about respected singers. Some of them may even be your favorite. Level 4 is full of what I like to call elevated mid. What separates it from normal mid is that these singers may have the ability to get emotional on a track, or bust out an impressive run, or hit some high notes that make casuals go wow. And because of this, they enjoy great amounts of respect from people who can't really distinguish them from the higher levels. Who are your favorite singers? Oh man, have you heard this person's whistle notes? And also, people thirsty for the tiniest display of vocal technique in mainstream pop. Might as well be level 7. It's all the same to them. They heard that one high note and were like, damn, she can really sing. When in reality, these singers are decent. That's about it. They usually have one impressive party trick. Maybe it's runs, maybe it's a whistle register, maybe it's belting. But if you pay attention, they rely on that same trick over and over again. They've got one move and they're going to use it on every single song. Even still, they usually end up forming deep connections with their audience and manage to stay relevant for over 10 years in some cases. Because at this level, people start connecting with the artist's story and personality as much as their voice. Level 5. Good. Everyone from this level on can sing. Whether you love them or hate them, their skill is undeniable. They can hold their own against almost anyone. Almost. Level 5 singers have vocal control for days, emotional range, and storytelling ability through their voice. They enjoy respect amongst most people in the industry, but still fall short with those vocal purists and hardcore music fans who just refuse to buy into the hype. This is probably the most varied group on here. Level 5s in every corner of the genre. Pop stars who can actually sing, rock vocalists with grit, R&B singers with smooth tone. These singers can perform live and sound just as good as the studio version. They've got technique, they've got emotion, they've got range. They can adapt to different styles and make it work. But there's something missing. Some level 5s lack that instantly recognizable voice. Others have the voice but lack the technical precision. Some can hit all the notes but don't move you emotionally. It's like all the pieces are there, but they're just missing that one element that would make them great. If they had that one thing, they could easily be level 6. Level 6. Great. And suddenly, we get a lot less mainstream. Some of these singers are so technically advanced that casual listeners don't even appreciate it. Zero compromises are made here. This is not aux music at this level. The singing demands your attention. It can't just fade off into the background anymore. These are the singers who can do everything. They can whisper and make you cry. They can belt and shake the building. They can run through multiple octaves in a single phrase and not lose the melody or the emotion. When I hear Johnny Cash, I know it's him. There's something in his voice that cannot be faked. The gravel, the pain, the lived experience. Level 6s have the ability to outshine any singer in the world on the right day. Their name commands instant respect from real music fans across the globe. And even though they don't always go mainstream, they often end up staying relevant through multiple decades and inspiring generations to come. These are voices you can identify in 2 seconds. Unique tone, perfect technique, emotional depth. They've got it all. But here's why some level 6s fall short at the top. They might be missing that universal appeal or cultural impact. They might be too niche, too technically focused, or just didn't have the right songs to showcase their gift. Or they came along in an era when their style of singing wasn't appreciated. Timing matters in this industry. Level 7. GOAT. GOAT singers are extremely rare and come by once in a generation. They have the ability to do everything at an elite level. It's like they see singing in 4D. They can go technical, they can simplify. They're good in the studio, good live, just masters at their craft. Their voices sound completely unique, and their voices are instantly recognizable to the point where nobody can really even copy them, even if they tried their hardest. I haven't seen one person replicate the power and control of Whitney Houston, the raw soul of Aretha Franklin, Adele, Freddie Mercury, Kurt Cobain. These voices are fingerprints. The unlimited range and technique of Mariah Carey, the emotional devastation of Amy Winehouse. I need you to understand, these aren't just great singers. These are voices that define entire eras of music. When you hear them, you don't just hear good technique. You hear something that can't be taught, can't be replicated, can't be manufactured. The promise of music has always been simple. This person singing these words, sharing their voice with you. This is timeless excellence, unchallenged by any critic or detractor. In 100 years, when the history of music will be taught in schools, these singers are going to be the first ones mentioned. If you want to find out what makes a truly great singer, start by listening to one of them. You'll understand the difference soon enough. But if you already know great singing when you hear it, it's time to find out what kind of music fan you are. There are 7 types, and you're certainly one of them. And if you made it this far, hit that subscribe button and let me know in the comments which level you think your favorite artists are.